Guys, join me today on a trip to Sekinchan. It's 1.5 hours away from Kuala Lumpur. It's famous for its fishing village and paddy fields. On the way back from Sekinchan to KL, let's stop at this famous temple, Sri Shakti Devasthanam Temple in Bukit Rotan, and have a look at the fireflies and Kampong Kuantan before returning back. The word Sekinchan in the Chinese language means land suitable for farming. During the British colonial era, Teochew settlers used to name the place Ang Mo Kang, meaning white people port, as this place used to be a British military base and there were a lot of British people living around here. The arrival of Hokkien people named it Cha La Gi, meaning 16 miles, due to its distance from Kuala Selangor being 16 miles. In 1953, to avert the threat of the communist insurgency, the idea of new villages was born and used for the purpose of cutting off resources and support to the Malayan Communist Party. Sekinchan villages were separated into 4 sites. Site A, mainly Hokkien farmers involved in agriculture and paddy planting. Site B, the largest village, most of them were Cantonese and Hakka. Besides being involved in agriculture, they were also involved in business, owning shops, etc. Site C was the smallest village, inhabited by paddy planters, and the 4th site was Bagan, a fishing village, where 90% of the population were Teochew. Sekinchan boasts of one of the highest rice yields in Malaysia. Indeed, if you look at this chart, paddy production from Mada in Kedah produces 5 tons per hectare, and Sekinchan, located in Barat Laut Selangor, produces 6.28 tons per hectare. In fact, the yields can even go up to in excess of 10 tons per hectare. This high yield of paddy is attributed to its use of modern farming techniques by farmers in the Sekinchan area. There are 2 seasons of paddy planting in Sekinchan, one in February and one in August. In the first season, the paddy plants are planted in February and harvested during May and June. In the second season, they are planted in the month of August and harvested in November and December. If you want to see the sights of green paddy fields in Sekinchan, you should come during March and April or September, October. If you want to see the nearly matured paddy plants, you have to go to Sekinchan during the end of May or November. So now guys, we've arrived at the Paddy Museum in Sekinchan. Let's park our car, buy our tickets and take a look at it. So the price per entry to the Paddy Museum is 5 ringgit per person, and you get a packet of rice free of charge on top of it. So at this Paddy Gallery or Museum, you're first taken upstairs where there is a briefing by one of the staff, followed by a video show on paddy planting.
Kat sini saya nak kongsikan sedikit informasi tentang penanaman padi. Dekat Sekinchan ni kita ada 2 musim tanaman padi, iaitu pada bulan 2 dengan bulan 8.
Let's go through the paddy planting process in Sekinchan. First, the seeds are selected and they are soaked for 30 hours and dried for 20 hours. These seeds are then planted in planter boxes with soil. They are then watered in nurseries, and after 2 weeks, when the plants reach a height of 5 to 6 inches, they are rolled up and ready for planting. These paddy plants are then planted in land which has been prepared. It used to be plowed and softened by buffaloes and animals. Now it's done by machines. These paddy plants are then implanted in the paddy fields using automation. Paddy planting in Sekinchan used to be done by manual labor, where 8 workers were needed to plant 1.2 hectares of paddy plot, and it took 3 days to do so. Now with increasing automation, it only takes 2 workers to do the same planting, and it takes only 2 to 3 hours to do so. They are fertilized and weeded at 15, 30, 45 and 60 days. The plants are then flooded with water, and this water is only drained 2 to 3 weeks before harvest. So the plants are then harvested after 110 days using rice combine harvesters. This is a photograph of a rice combine harvester which can actually cut the rice stalk, thrash it and winnow it in one go. The paddy is then transported to the rice factory for processing. Rice processing or milling starts with the drying of the paddy for about 20 hours. So what happens to the paddy factory? First, the paddy is put through a rice huller machine to separate the paddy from the husk, and then it goes through a paddy separator to separate the unshelled paddy from the rice, and finally what is left is brown rice. This is polished to form white rice.
SC1, SC2 tu. Okey, nampak kan? SC1, SC2 itu adalah paddy separator, di mana kat situ dia akan menghasilkan paddy dengan beras perak. Untuk jadikan putih, kita kena polish beras tu. Kat tengah-tengah tu, warna merah dengan biru tu adalah mesin polishing machine untuk hasilkan beras putih. Lepas kita dah putihkan dia kan, kita akan hantar RS1 yang paling kanan. Itu adalah rice grinding machine, di mana kat situ dia akan menghasilkan saiz beras hancur dengan beras elok. Perasankan kalau kita beli beras dia ada tulis 5% kan beras hancur, dia masukkan sedikit supaya nak kawakan harga pasaran sahaja. Maksudnya kita ada 5%, 10%, 15% kan. Kita je lagi banyak beras hancur tambah dekat punya packaging, harga beras lagi kurang. Selebihnya beras hancur tu kita jadikan sebagai mihu mi kuih tiaw yang berasaskan beras. Kiranya beras ni tak dihantar sisa, kita pakai untuk kegunaan dia. Okey, lepas kita grindingkan dia, okey, dia akan masuk dalam beg putih besar tu. Dekat bawah sana atau di hujung sana lah yang dah siap di sana. Kita panggil jumbo bag yang berisi beras yang sudah diproses. Berat dia 1000 kg atau 1 tan. Ya. Contoh 1 tan tu satu orang makan 2 kali sehari dengan dombingan mesin untuk hasilkan beras putih. Ini yang kecil saja, yang besar kat sana. Dia sekali dengan huller machine, yang biru kat tepi ni adalah huller machine untuk kupas kulit padi. Beras dia jadi perang, kita letak kat sini. Kita pakai rubber-roller untuk polish dia. Kiranya dia akan kupas masa pecahan redak tu lah untuk jadi putih berasnya. Ini yang siapa yang ada sawah padi sendiri kan, nak buat polish sendiri ke, kalau nak press sendiri boleh.
There was also an interesting small exhibit on paddy growing in Malaysia. Also a bit of history of Sekinchan as you walk out from the paddy gallery. So after this small exhibit, there is a gift shop where you can actually buy stuff, food stuff made from rice for you to take home. What is it?
This is rice cracker.
Rice cracker.
Yeah.
Eat like that?
Huh?
Eat like that?
Can eat already.
You just eat like that lah.
Eat like that. You can have a tester. 1 bag 12, 2 bag 20.
Oh, too bad. kg lah.
Hari ni.
Oh, made here from Sekinchan.
Yeah, both from Sekinchan.
Oh, okay. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that first part of my adventure to Sekinchan. Till the next time from Life at 50. Cheers.